What is the self-concept? Self-concept is how you perceive your behavior, abilities, and unique characteristics. Self-concept is important because it affects the way we look at our body, how we express ourselves and interact with our friends, and it even influences how we make decisions. The self-concept literature is characterized by a continuing controversy over whether the self-concept is stable or malleable. The self has been regarded as a stable and enduring structure that protects itself against change. What is the self-schemas? Self-schemas refers to a long-lasting and stable set of memories that summarize a person's beliefs, experiences, and generalizations about the self. What is the type of self-schemas? Types of self-schemas are exciting or dull, quiet or loud, healthy or sickly, athletic or non-athletic, lazy or active, and geek or jock. What is the self-perception theory? Self-perception theory is an account of attitude information developed by psychologist Darrell Bem. It asserts that people develop their attitudes by observing their own behavior and concluding what attitudes must have caused it. Example of self-perception theory that a person who perceives himself or herself as interested in road biking may as a result of their interest-based bicycling rides. That is, the person's attitudes and self-perception influence his or her behavior. What is the possible selves? Possible selves are the cognitive components of hopes, fears, goals, and threats, and they give the specific self-relevant form, meaning, organization, and direction to these dynamics. This type of self-knowledge pertains to how individuals think about their potential and about their future. Possible selves represent individuals' ideas of what they may become, what they would like to become, and what they are afraid of becoming, and thus provide a conceptual link between cognitive and motivation. The self-reference effect is tendency for people to encode information differently depending on whether they are implicated in the information. When people are asked to remember information when it is related in some way to themselves, the recall rate can be improved. Example of the self-reference effect, the participant could be recall more people with the same first name as their own than could paired participants. What is the self-discrepancies? The self-discrepancy theory states that individuals compare their actual selves to internalized standards or the ideal of self. Inconsistencies between actual ideas and oath are associated with emotional discomforts. How others affect our sense of self. Your interaction with others can also shape your sense of self. For example, if your family praises your cooking ability, you may come to believe that you are a good cook. Your sense of self was not judged to be the true or false, but rather good enough or not good enough because of the situation. What is the looking glass self? The term looking glass self was created by American sociologist Charles Horton Coley in 1902 and introduced into his work Human Nature and the Social Order. It is described as a reflection of how we think we appear to others. To further explain will be how one self imagines how others view them. What is the reflected appraisal? It is a term used in psychology to describe a person's perception of how others see and evaluate him or her. The reflected appraisal process concludes that the people come to think of themselves in the way they believe others think of them. What is the social comparison theory? Social comparison theory was first proposed in 1954 by psychologist Diane Festinger and suggested that people have to emit drive to evaluate themselves often in comparison to others. What is arousal as information about us? Arousal means it is a state in which you feel excited or very alert. For example, as a result of fear, stress, or anger. Thinking angry thoughts can provoke strong psychological arousal. As a person level of arousal can be described as a function of alertness, situational awareness, vigilance, level of distraction. What is the self and culture? Culture helps define how individuals see themselves and how they relate to others. A family cultural values shape the development of each child's self-concept. Culture shapes how we each see ourselves and others.